42. This is the homework for lesson number 42 of the Arduino Uno R4 Wi-Fi series that Paul McWhorter has on YouTube. What I have here, he asked us to do an SOS using the what do you call that thing? The little buzzer, the active buzzer. So what I've got here is I've got setup. The setup is the Arduino. Let's turn the light on so you can see that a little bit better. Okay, here we go. Let's move this way just a little. Okay, here we've got the Arduino Uno R4. I've got the +5 and 3.3 volts brought down to the breadboard here. I've got the display connected here through a level converter here going to my display. And here I've decided I didn't want to listen to the buzzer going off all the time. So I put a little slide switch in here to open it up because I didn't want to listen to it. Because if I switch it like this, you can hear it beeping. Open it up a little bit. Without the label, it's really loud. Okay, put the label back, turn the switch off. I don't want to hear it. Anyhow, that's how I've got things hooked up. I've got the LED connected to pin 7. I've got the buzzer connected through a transistor, which is part of lesson 42, going to pin number 5. And we'll go up here to the software. Here it's an active buzzer, and we're doing Morse code. So what I did was I put a definition for Morse code up here at the top. A dit is 1 unit, a da is 3 units, an inner space is 1 unit, and an inner space between characters is 3 units, and a word space is 7 units. Now if you get down into here, this is my display. It's all this is I'm downloading a modified LI 9341 library. It had to be modified to work on the Arduino R4 because for some reason they just haven't got around to fixing that. Okay, we're down here. Let's go down to here's where I set up the object for the display. TFT is the object, and this description is over here. And here you've got a unit. I used 100 because 300 or 400 is just too long. It doesn't sound like Morse code to me. Anyhow, this is 100, and the buzz pin is pin 5. Lead pin is pin 7. And the rotations for the display, so it's not upside down. You can see it's printing upright. Now let's get down a little bit more. Then I've got the void setup. Here I do the setup for both pins, the buzz pin and the lead pin. Both of them are outputs. Then I set up the TFT display. I say TFT begin. Set it for black so it clears it. Set rotation. And then I set the text size to 3. Okay, now down here in the loop, I set up the cursor. I set the cursor up the upper left hand corner, and then I print SOS. I wanted to define, if you look on the display, you'll see you got 3 dots, 3 dashes, and 3 dots, all of which are lining up with SOS. It's just an easier way to do that. Anyhow, down here I just say dit, and I said delay the 3 units. Then I do another dit, and then I delay 3 units, and another 3 dits, and then I delay 14 units. It says 7, but I try 7. It's too close. It's hard to differentiate one from the other, so I added 7 more just to make it a little bit longer between the characters. Then I clear the screen again, because otherwise it starts writing over itself. If you go down here, I have 2 functions, a dit function and a dot function. The dit function, I do a print, a dot, and then I put a space, and then I do the LED pin high, and then buzz pin high, and then I do a delay, unit delay, and then I do the same thing, LED pin low and buzz pin low, and then I do another unit delay, which is the same thing up here. If you look at up here, you'll see that unit delay is 100. I guess that's milliseconds. And that's, everything's a multiple of that. If you go down in here, say we got a unit multiply, a unit delay, and then each one of these is a dit. Then we had the void da, which is also a function for the da part of the SOS. And then we have a dash, then I put a space so they aren't on top of each other. And then down here I go unit delay, I say 9 times 3, because with the da it has to be 3 times longer. So I delay it 3 times 3, and that makes it a little bit longer for the, for the dash and the dits and the das sound about right. Now if you go up here, okay, if I stop things and start it over again, I'll do a new download so you can see it happen here. Then you'll see the display clear, and then it starts out dit dit da 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 dit dit dit. And it clears, it does it again. And there's my homework. So I appreciate you doing all these videos, Paul, and thanks for doing these. I'll see you guys on Tuesday.